What's up? We got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2, Episode 23, The Warrior of Wind. This episode picks up where last episode left off, where Joseph is cornered by Wamu. But Joseph has a thing to solve that. He's cornered by Wamu and his windy powers. But JoJo has decided to use a bottle of alcohol to basically just which will blow Wamu. But Wamu's like a firebomb and destroys the glass. But JoJo's like, yeah, Wamu, I knew you'd do that. And blows up Wamu, only leaving Wamu's head. Yeah. And Joseph's about to be attacked by some vampire guards when Wamu uses his disembodied head to fling himself at the people. And he's like, why'd you do that? And he's like, just like I told, because just like I told Caesar, that wasn't sentimental. That's just because you are a warrior and I like you. So Wamu decides to die. But that's when Cars comes out as our main antagonist form. And is like, here's to you, Wamu. And they're like, yeah, Wamu lost. He was a disappointment. And he's like, yeah, you don't talk about my son like that. And because Cars technically is the adopted dad of Wamu. So he's basically like, you don't talk about my son like that. And destroys all of them. Destroying all those zombies. So then Lisa is like, yo, I'll take you on Cars. But then the vampire guards are like, dude, you don't have to take him on Cars. Cars, we'll take them on Cars. And we'll drink the blood out of them or whatever. And then Cars is like, yeah, I know, you guys are killed too, and kills those zombies as he's walking by. Cars is brutal. So yeah. Then we had Cars kill his men and challenge him, and then Lisa's like, yeah, Cars killed all those three guys and challenges Lisa to a fight. And she said, he's like, pick any weapons. And she's like, the only weapon I need is my scarf. Yeah. She's basically Mikasa. She's Mikasa from Attack on Titan. Should I review Attack on Titan? Tell me. But anyway, yeah, they get into a fight. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. But then when she's about to take Cars down, Cars stabs her, revealing that it was just a fake Cars that she took down, and the real Cars stabs her. So Joseph is like, Cars, I'll take you down. And he's like, haha, JoJo, you can't. When a bunch of his gladiator minions attack, but that's when Speedwagon, Smokey, actually that's when Stroheim shows up, and they're like, Stroheim, and with the power of German science, Stroheim stuff, and he brings in all of his Germans, all the Speedwagon Foundation. We see Speedwagon and Smokey. Yes, they remembered Smokey's a character again, because why did they bring him? Why? He hasn't appeared since episode 2 of this season, and then Caesar took his place as JoJo's sidekick, and now you're trying to make us remember he's a character again? That's one thing I don't like about this season, is that they have Smokey be the secondary sidekick to JoJo until they just drop him until this episode. The writers forgot him as soon as the writers knew as soon as we would. They brought him back to remind us he's a character. Then why have him be in the season? Have Smokey be in the season. Don't just drop him and then bring him back to remind us he's there. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I just didn't like the way that they brought back Smokey into the show. It's just, come on. Why would you do that? Just have him be like, hey, JoJo, I'm here, even though the last time we saw each other was always way back in episode 11, which was a long time from now. Like, so anyway, back from my Smokey rant. Speedwagon notices Lisa falling. So Joseph is like, stabs Lisa some more, and he's like, "God, I hate you. You're the hateable guy. You're the only guy I've ever hated." And he's like, "You hate me, JoJo? So since that, I'm gonna play Lisa's leg like a guitar." He really does that. He takes Lisa's leg and plays it like a guitar. So yeah. So Joseph beats them up. Lisa's falling. Speedwagon's like, Lisa, that's Lisa. And Smokey says, Lisa, isn't that the one Irina told us about? The woman that JoJo has no idea that his mom is up there. Dun dun. Smokey ruins the reveal. We could have figured that for ourselves, but we had to have Smokey tell us. It's still shocking. It's still shocking to reveal that Lisa is Joseph's mom. But the thing is, it just ruins the impact when, okay, the thing about Straito raising Lisa was shocking, but she could have told Joseph that she was her mom. He was her mom, but no, we have Smokey to tell us, because the guy that, instead of Speedwagon telling us, we have the guy who hasn't appeared since episode 2 of this entire season tell us the big bombshell. The guy that hasn't appeared through us in this entire season. I just don't. I'm sorry, I was cool with Smokey in the beginning, but bringing him back just to have this reveal is kind of aggravating. Like when we first met Smokey, I was cool with him. He was a cool character, but then he disappeared from the show, only to be brought back to reveal the truth about Lisa. That's the only reason why he was brought back, just for this moment, and it kind of aggravates me. I'm a Smokey fan, and he got done dirty in the show, because he was meant to be JoJo's sidekick, and then he randomly leaves the show, and then Caesar becomes that type of character. So yeah, Joseph should just brought Smokey with him, because it's just I'm so conflicted on the whole thing about Smokey. I don't know. It's so shocking knowing that Joseph's mom is Lisa, but it ruins it that Smokey is the one to tell us. Like, Irina told him off screen. Yeah, I forgot to mention, in this season there was an Irina and Speedwagon talk in one of the episodes that I didn't get to upload because I accidentally deleted the video. But yeah, I'm sorry. But the thing is that after episode 17, 18, episode 18, 19, which didn't get uploaded because I deleted. So that's why episode 20, 21 are the only ones uploaded. But yeah, I'm just saying, the reveal is okay. It's just bad that Smokey, a character who we only got to know for 2 episodes of this season, has to tell us. Like, it's okay, if it was Speedwagon who told us Joseph was Lisa was Joseph's mom, that would be shocking, because we've known Speedwagon for like 2 parts now. But it's just Smokey, who's only appeared in 2 episodes this season, minus this one. He's appeared in episode 10, 11, and 22. And 23. Okay. Around the lake, and they stand there, What's up, guys? We got some more JoJo. Bizarre adventure. Bam, 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 bam. Battle Tits. Bam, 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 bam. Ties are bind. JoJo. Anyway, this episode starts off with the battle between Cars and JoJo and Joseph, where Joseph decides to attack Cars, and he says Lisa is dead, but Joseph decides to save Lisa, saving Lisa. So what happens is that Smokey decides to confront Speedwagon about not telling not telling Joseph about his mom, and then after finally caving from Smokey, he finally decides to tell him the truth. The fact is that Lisa is not her real name. Her real name is Elizabeth, and she fell in love and married Irna's son, George Joestar II. Yes, you heard me right. Irna decided to name her son not after her dead husband, but her dead husband's father. Yeah, he was a British air. He was part of the Royal Air Corps in World War One, and he and Elizabeth / Lisa would get married and have a son, aka Joseph. But there was a tragedy that would haunt the Joestars forever. Back in the 1800s, the evil vampire, we all know who he is, Dio Brando, created a bunch of vampires, and one of those vampires lived and became a commander in the Royal Air Force. And when George found out about this, the vampire chose to murder him. And then Speedwagon would tell Elizabeth this, but she, instead of being sad, she stormed out of the house, went to confront the man who killed her husband, and used her Hamon to kill him. And the people at the Air Force, thinking this random woman killed their commander, put Lisa as a national traitor for killing their commander, not knowing that he was a vampire created by Dio. So Elizabeth changed her name to Lisa. So Speedwagon is talking with Irna, and Irna says about how whenever baby Joseph asks about, an older Joseph asks about his parents, say they were both murdered. They were both dead. Yeah, George's death was covered up as a plane crash, but straight to when Speedwagon were able to uncover it. And yeah. Speedwagon does understand where Irna's coming from. She lost her husband and her son because of the vampires and stone masks. And you can understand and she doesn't want Joseph to get all up in Hamon and she didn't want Joseph to find out about his mom, because he didn't want him to go in the same Joestar fate of battling supervillains. Understandable. So Joseph is like, what? So Speedwagon is like, that's how Elizabeth must feel. But the fact is that she doesn't want Joseph fighting Hamon bad guys either. So yeah. So then So then with Cars defeated, they decide to blast all their UV rays at Cars. But then Speedwagon is like, Stroheim, he has a steel mask, so that will power him up. But they're like, don't fire. But then it's already too late. They're firing, and it turns Cars into a super being. And that's kind of where the episode ends. So we learned Lisa's true backstory. Her real name is Elizabeth Joestar. She was the wife of Irna's son, George Joestar II. Why not name him Will? Why name him after, instead of naming after your dead husband, you name him after your dead husband's dead father? That's just so questionable. Name him Will, like Will Joestar. I would have bought that. I would have bought if his name was Will Joestar. Or Robert Joestar. But George Joestar II? But anyway, that's it for this video. And I'll see you next time when we review the penultimate episode and the finale of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Battle Tendency.